I did it. Oh, wow.
Hello.
Oh, wow. Hello. Ciao ragazzi, and welcome to, I think that's Queens, women. I don't know. If I just said something stupid, ignore it. Anyway, hi. Welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. I say something gay. Gay. I finally broke out my sweater because it is finally not really cold enough, but I'm just saying I want to wear it. It is 77 degrees today, and I'm wearing a sweater. Anyway, I'm drinking water because hydration is incredibly important. That's all.
77 is kind of lovely right now. I wish I could say the same. I wish I could say the same thing.
I would swap with you in a heartbeat.
I'm sure, but it's not 77 here. It's close to like 56 here. So.
Oh, that sounds marvelous.
But hello, and ciao, bellas. I am Lana, your resident evil diva. I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Her. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I'm not drinking tea, but I am drinking something very hot and delicious. And it is my hot chocolate. I love drinking me some hot chocolate because this is that time of year. And yeah, it's 50 degrees, not 56. It's 50. So there we go. So hot chocolate is very much essential for me right now. But I am drinking my hot chocolate out of my cup mug.
I'm not, but
No.
I'm glad you are. I'm not drinking anything out of my cup mug today.
I will just cup mug. Da-na-na-na. There we go.
Cup mug.
Da-na-na-na. And you don't have to be alone and left out. You can get your cup mug at LanaG'sCreations.etsy.com, where we do ship internationally and domestically in the U.S., so there are no excuses. And I'm looking at you, Italy. I'm looking at you, Italia. Yes, I know y'all was trying to come for me because I was like, oh, Italy, Italia, I didn't know. I did know. I was just making a joke, but I did know. But Italia, I'm looking at you. Get your cup mug. Period.
I mean, the Italia fans were coming for both of us because you said Italia, and people seem to think that I don't know what Sanremo is and the history of Sanremo and the fact that Sanremo predates Eurovision. Yes, I am aware of that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I know Italia, and you can say Italia for Italy. I know this. And David is the one who tried. Let's be real. David is the one who tried to correct me, and I was like,
and he didn't even bother to show up today.
But it's okay. I was right.
No, it's fine. He's sick.
David is sick. David is sick. We love David, and we hope for a speedy recovery for David. Y'all show David some love in the comments because
y'all already do, but show him more love.
Italia, look, our Italia fans don't do it as much as others, we appreciate you. But show David some love, and we hope he feels better. Yeah, we're talking about Italia episode 10 today.
Our final competitive episode before the finale.
It is. I'm very excited.
We've got 2 more episodes, but next week is the reunion. So obviously, hey, we're not going to be here for that. It looks juicy though from the preview, and I'm very excited to talk about it when we talk about the finale.
I'm about to say we will talk about it, but
we will discuss it. I will be watching, but we will not be here with a separate episode for it. Mostly because it's going to happen the week of holidays, and we're going to be too busy relaxing.
Yes.
So, yes, but we come in to this episode, and Sipario is gone. But before we move any further, make sure to subscribe if you have not already, because we greatly appreciate your support. We're here almost all the time, giving you almost all things drag. In the new year, guess what? We got a lot more drag coming your way. Hella drag.
A lot.
Lots of drag. We planned out what we're doing in January for drag, and it's a lot. So there is a lot of drag content coming in the month of January. So make sure to subscribe if you have not already. We have 2 other channels you can subscribe to as well if you want to, and we greatly appreciate support over there as well. Almost All Things Reality TV over at the Cup TV, and Almost All Things Eurovision over at the Cup ESC. And there's a YouTube thanks button too. So if you really feel like you want to donate and help our cause in a monetary fashion, that button is down below. I think it's like over
here.
Over where Lana is. Yeah, it's like roughly around where Lana is right now. We greatly appreciate that as well.
And you know what else, Logan?
We've
been doing a lot of talking this year about everything drag, everything television, everything ESC, like all over the place.
We've done
a lot. And we kind of want to hear back from you guys. And you know how you can do that? We have our annual Cup Awards coming up very soon. And the voting is open right now in our community tab. You can go to our community tab here on this channel or either of our other 2 channels.
Unless you're watching this Friday or beyond.
Yes, I'm about to say. The closing the votes will close Thursday, December 21st at 11:59 EST. So if you're watching after that, don't worry about it. Just watch the Cup Awards. It's coming. But if you are watching between now and Thursday, December the 21st, go to the community tab, go to the forum, click that form, and vote. Your voices we want you to hear your voice. We need your voices to be heard. So go to that community tab and vote.
And there are Drag Race Italia people and things nominated for categories, including Shock of the Century. Priscilla is nominated for an award at the Cup Awards, which I did not think would ever happen. But we appreciate all the support from all of you. So yes, we come back into the workroom. Sipario is gone. And the mood is a little mixed. It's a little somber. It's a little, feeling for Sipario. The general consensus amongst our top 4 is Sipario didn't do anything, with malicious intent. And we talked about it last week at length. And I don't think it was out of malicious intent either. But I still don't love, we're back a week later. I still don't love what Sipario did.
Me either.
Now we know with the preview for the reunion that there is going to be a whole segment devoted to Sipario talking about the moment, because we saw Priscilla and Sipario going at it a little bit. So I am very interested to see what Sipario says in the reunion. And I'm going to leave it at that. But our top 4 is so excited to be top 4. They're top 4ing.
As they should be.
They're giving top 4.
All the top 4 energy.
All the time. And you know what, honestly, for how much we haven't been like the world's biggest fan of Sheeva, I'll just say it right now. It is a spectacular top 4. And I'm not surprised she's there. And I'm honestly not all that disappointed.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all.
No.
Absolutely not. I'm not mad at it at all. I think, was it some times where I thought she probably should have gone home? Absolutely. Yeah. But not being one of the judges, I don't have that say. And so if the judges and they felt like she should be there, she deserves to be there. And she is there. And I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. I think this top 4 is a great top 4. They have all done really well in this competition. And so I can't wait to see what happens moving forward.
It's a very diverse top 4 too. Like I feel like this might be the most diverse top 4 we've had in a minute, for sure. I'm trying
to think. Would this be the top 4? I would have thought at the beginning of the season. Would this be the top 4? No, I wouldn't have put. I would have put 2 of them there, but not the 4.
Melissa, Lina.
Yep.
I think I would have. I think from very early on, I was like, Silvana's going to go far.
I said far, but I didn't think 4.
Yeah. Who would I have had? I don't know.
I would have thought Sipario would have been in there.
I think so too. I would love to say Sissy as well, because I mean, I love Sissy.
We just love Sissy.
And I could have seen it. I think there's a universe where, like, I
Yeah.
think if the judges appreciated her humor a little bit more and got it,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think there's a universe where Sissy could have, made it far for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Layla.
Layla. Yeah.
But overall, I mean, this has been a stellar cast top to bottom. So, like,
Absolutely.
work. But Mariano comes into the workroom, and I have a comment about this man that I'm going to make in a second because, ooh, Lord. But we find out that this week's theme is Sanremo. Ah! I love Eurovision.
We know.
Make sure to go check out our Eurovision coverage where we're covering all things Eurovision. Ding. And we will be covering Sanremo in a couple months. I'm very excited about it for a lot of specific reasons. And if you know the lineup of Sanremo and you're Italian, then you're probably just as excited as I am. Let's be honest here. But we our mini challenge, which I think is my favorite mini challenge of the season, is that they are becoming correspondents for Dragremo, and they have to do a TV like commercial ad news break while getting pelted with random stuff by many pit crew members. And I loved this whole moment because I was like, oh, there's so much pit crew. Oh my God. But seeing what the queens, like, what they wore, how they went about things was lovely. But I have to be very honest and vulnerable on this podcast here for a second. When they go to the mini challenge and Mariano is just sitting in the chair in his black silk button-down shirt, I said, no, fuck, God damn it. I wasn't even focused on the pit crew. I was like, God damn it, that's a hot man.
I will agree with you. I said, man, he's good looking.
Just
I was like,
sitting back in the chair, just
sit back and just with the leg crossed over, and then laughing and
bitch. No.
Yeah, it was kind of sexy. I will admit it was kind of sexy, but it is what it is. But I do think the pit crew they stood their own because they were hot too. But Mariano was giving them a run for their money.
Mariano was succeeding, in my personal opinion. I thought everyone did a pretty good job in this challenge.
Okay, so here's my take.
Okay.
And I think everybody did really good in the challenge as well. I was looking at it with who wouldn't get as distracted with everything going on.
Oh, sure.
And so that was what I was looking for. Like, who does it without getting distracted the most? I mean, sure, you can be funny, but I really want to know who can do it without being distracted the most.
Totally, yeah.
And for me, that was Melissa Bianchini.
It was Melissa for sure.
I felt like she did it the best. Like, she got there, she gave her point, she drove it home, she didn't get distracted. Everybody else was kind of like laughing and oh. Like, she wasn't that. But was she super hilariously funny? Not really. But I thought she handled it the best. And that's what I was looking for. But I guess if you were going by who was funny and, who played off of everything, sure, the person who won.
And I mean, I can't be mad at Lina winning, because the moment she was like, the broadcast is in play, but Sipario is blocking it, I was just like,
oh, yeah.
Like, I can't with you, you bitch. Like, oh, it was so good. It was so stupid. Really good. It was so good. But yes, Lina wins a mini challenge. Yay! I personally, very much so, loved that result.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan of that result. Because I got more points for the draft. So I'm very thrilled with that result. We find out our maxi challenge is Dragremo. We are performing in pairs. singing to original songs, which was like kind of cool. And for winning the mini challenge, Lina got to pick her partner. And her reasoning was this was someone that she hadn't gotten to work with at all on any like partner or team challenges. So she picks Melissa. And I didn't realize that they hadn't worked together yet. And I was like, oh.
I mean, a good reason. Very smart.
Top 2.
Like, I would have picked Melissa any chance I got when it comes to a singing, dancing challenge. Absolutely, I'm picking Melissa.
Absolutely. I'm like, yeah, we're picking Melissa.
For sure.
Which that means that Sheeva and Silvana are a duo, which they were very excited about as well. They seem to get along incredibly well. So Lina and Melissa also get to pick their song. And so they end up picking Rivoluzione Solare, or Solar Revolution. And Sheeva and Silvana end up with Come se non fosse niente. I speak Italian with a Spanish accent, and I think that's the funniest thing about me. But it translates to like it was nothing. And I will say both of these songs felt very Sanremo, very Eurovision. I was like, I can see both of these songs at Eurovision this year. And like, sure. Absolutely.
They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing.
And we got to see a little bit of we didn't get to see the like creation process, but we saw a little bit of them in the workroom, just like bantering back and forth. There was singing all at once together. Chaos is more so what it was. And then we just go to the workroom the next day.
Yeah.
And the top 4 is talking about, being the top 4 and doing top 4 things and how someone's going to go home, and everyone gets emotional.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, we've been on this journey all together, and like, I don't want to not do this with you. And it was a very touching moment.
Yeah. It was everybody was like, this is so soon. I think it just hit them all at once. Like, this is our last like competition that we're going to do. We just finished our last mini challenge of this competition. And now the next thing is our last maxi challenge of this competition. And it's like, this is it. Like, the next time we get back in here, one of us might be gone, and we're gonna be worried about the finale. So I think it just kind of all hit them at once, and it was a lot of tears, a lot of emotions, and that was very sweet because usually we don't get this emotional till we get to finale and we see them in the finale, like, ooh. But now,
God, I only wonder what fucking emotion we're gonna get next.
Next thing is gonna be the finale. Next thing is gonna be crazy. Like, get the Kleenex out, because. But yeah, this was sweet.
Oh my God, we're all into this journey. We'll talk about it. But I thought it was a lovely, cute, wonderful moment, and then we just go straight to the runway.
Yeah, honestly, that really was it.
Because this episode is no filler.
None.
No filler at all.
Just a lot of crying and runway.
And speaking of filler, Priscilla! No, I'm kidding.
That's rude.
I mean, she's probably had a little bit.
I mean, sure. But a lady never tells.
Exactly. Mariano does, though. Anyway, our guest judges. Iconic Sanremo duo, Joe Squillo and Sabrina Salerno. I don't remember what year they performed. I need to look it up. Was it really 91? 1991. I didn't think it was that old. But yeah, competed in Sanremo in 1991. Iconic duo. They're gorgeous, but I mean, Priscilla. Now, see, I'm a little mad that we released the Cup Awards when we did, because quite honestly, I would nominate this.
I think I would stick with what I nominated for Priscilla because.
And if you want to know what we nominated from Priscilla, make sure to go check out the Cup Awards voting form available now. But this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous.
That's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Her mug. Oh my god.
It is stupid how good at drag she is.
That's so good. Her wigs have never never missed. Her wigs have never missed. I will say that this season her wigs have never missed. That one dress I wasn't a fan of, but other than that, eating the runway up this season. Priscilla, this was my first year watching Italia, and everything everybody told me before, I'm just gonna forget they said anything because this is what I know you as, and you are.
I'm gonna forget everything that I said before too. So
you eating it up. You eating it up.
Yeah.
4+4, mama.
Yeah. I think the ladies look beautiful too. It's very opposites attract. It's very, I'm gonna wear black, you wear white.
Right.
I'm gonna wear leather pants, you wear a sundress.
A cocktail dress.
A cocktail dress, sure.
Yeah.
Party.
It was great. They look great.
Definitely. Let's talk about our performances. We've got La Sheeva and Silvana, Come Se Non Fosse Niente, and Lina and Melissa, Rivoluzione Solare.
I thought both performances were good.
They were lovely.
Oh, both performances were great and good. I enjoyed both performances. It was things about both that I was like, I like this. I liked Sheeva and Silvana, how they played off of each other. Their choreo was great. They had more interaction with the dancers, and I love that. They look really good. I enjoyed the difference of Sheeva's and her that beautiful wig she was wearing. I love that finger wave like wig that she's wearing. Yeah. Stunning. And then I love
it's very like blonde Josephine Baker.
Absolutely. Beautiful. And then we've seen this wig from Silvana before, but I still love it.
She's worn this wig a few times.
But I still love it. I love it every time I see it. It's so good.
The one thing I will say about the editing of this that I thought was strange is like I wanted to hear them singing. And instead they would cut in every once in a while with Sabrina and Joe saying something. And when they were like, and she looks like a white Tina Turner.
Right.
I was just I mean, you're not incorrect. You're not wrong. But
did we need the commentary?
No, not really. I will say as well, I loved the way that Kiara hosted, because the entire hosting, they did Sanremo to a T. Like it was spot on Sanremo hosting from top to bottom. Like it was so good.
Very like we are here, and
it's very long, and like if you think Priscilla's monologues are long, just wait until you hear Amadeus talk. It's a lot.
I love it.
It's a lot.
That's great. But yeah, I enjoyed them. I love Lina and Melissa. I thought they just gave what I knew they were going to give. They were going to be on it. They were going to give us the good performance. They played well off of each other. I felt like it was a little bit like they were both not competing to be the better, but I think they had a really good balance. But it was like a little push-pull, like
it was
give and take with both
between them.
Yes, but in a good way. Like it brought out the best in the other person. So the other person, if they ever felt like they were slipping behind, they would step it up really quick. They look like a duo. I love that they have the ruffle thing going on. It was good. I enjoyed it, honestly. I enjoyed both of them.
Yeah, I enjoyed them for sure. I would say that I think Lina and Melissa were the stronger duo. And I think it ultimately comes down to, I felt there were definitely moments where Sheeva and Silvana's energies both dipped a little bit. And it didn't feel like they were full energy the whole time. Whereas Lina and Melissa from go were dynamic. The singing was on point. The musicality in their movement was great. The looks are lovely. I'm assuming they probably made these there, which is amazing. Or one of them had like this as like a potential makeover or something, like a makeover backup. Maybe. But yeah, I just thought what Lina and Melissa did was so strong.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Definitely. Any other thoughts on the challenge?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah, same. Category is Dragremo style. We are doing reference to Sanremo of the past. Thrilled. Loved it. And first up, Lina Galore doing this like hyper realized version of the outfit that Claudia Cole wore in 1995 at Sanremo.
I don't know any of these references. I'll start off by saying, but I will say, I really like this outfit. I didn't think I was going to like it when she first came out because I was like, not the checkers and the polka dots, like too much. That's too much. But the more I looked at it, the more I liked it, and I was like, oh. And then I love what she did with her makeup and made the polka dots continue all the way up. It was so good. And it's still Lina, but in a it's so good. I really, really, really like this look. I love the wig that she chose for this. It's good. It's good.
I have the reference photo as well. I didn't put it in the slideshow, but this is the original reference.
Okay.
So she just dragged it out.
She did, which makes it even better. Because I wouldn't have liked this.
Yeah.
Just seeing this, I'm like, oh, that's But what she did and take it with the sleeves and the gloves and the makeup, she just dragged it out and made it more spectacular to me. It's good. It's good. I like it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I love a clashing pattern that works. Like, there are times where it definitely works, and there are times where it absolutely does not work. And this, for me, is a perfect example of a time where it worked spectacularly. It, like you said, it's still so Lina in the best way too. It's big, it's graphic, it's what we know her to be. I love that she brought the, like you said, brought the polka dot into the face.
That hip bow.
It's so good.
It's good. It's good.
Scores.
It's good. I will give it a 98. It's good.
I'm gonna give it a 98 as well, actually.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Next up, we have Sheeva, who is referencing Orietta Berti from Sanremo 2021. This is the original.
Oh, okay. I like what Lina did. I like what Sheeva did to it.
I love what Sheeva did to it.
I love that.
Because I knew this reference because that was the first Sanremo that I watched. So I knew pretty much what that reference was, and yeah, I love what she did with it.
I love this. It's really good. It fits her great. I like her makeup here. It gives me old school like vintage vibes, but like bigger, and like the hair's bigger, the dress is sparkly. I love that she made it to a gown. I like this. I like this look. I wasn't mad at it when I saw it. I'm not mad at it right now. I like it.
Not mad at it at all. I will say, I think my one nitpick is I just wish she had a little bit of body.
Yeah,
a little bit more tit, a little bit of hip. I think it just would have filled out the gown beautifully. But it's a gorgeous gown. I love this updo that she has going on. I think that's really lovely. It's classic to the original, but still it's very Sheeva. And that's what I really enjoy about it the most. I think she looks, this is one of my favorite things she's worn, I think, this season. I just want a little bit of body. I just want a little bit of body.
Yeah, it would have been great if it had some hips and some boobs.
Yeah, just a scotch. I don't need much, but just a little bit of a figure. But
yeah.
Your score, Lana?
My score is a 94.
I'm gonna give it a 91.
Okay.
Next up, Silvana della Magliana, who I don't know if you caught it, Lana.
I did catch it. I knew exactly.
Chiara from Sanremo last year, where they competed, I believe. Didn't do well because women haven't done well at Sanremo recently, but that's a conversation for another day. This is the original.
Oh, actually pretty good.
It's a pretty faithful recreation. I will say, I actually really like the fabric Silvana has here, and I love that it has the bigger silver paillettes in it. It's very true to what Paola and Chiara did, but it's brought into, and I mean no shade by this statement, it brings it into Silvana's age group. And it makes it a little bit more of a mature garment. And I really like that.
I did too. I really did like that. And yes, I did catch that, especially when she came out with the blonde wig and she took it off and it was the black wig.
Of course, the one of the 2 fucking weeks, Paola isn't there.
Right. I'm like,
I was upset about that. And I know that has nothing to do with her, but it's just like,
right. She should be there. But yeah, I do.
I was going to say they should have done it 2 weeks ago at top 6, but she also wasn't there for that. So
they just never put Paola where
she's a busy woman.
She got a life. She got things to do. Anyway, she's booked and busy, baby. But yeah, I think I like this. I kind of like Silvana's fabric more than the original fabric, if I'm honest. I think I think I kind of like that.
I think so. Because it's a very similar fabric. This one, it just has I think it's more of like a white paillette in it, and it's more like silver glitter fabric, but then with the white paillettes like more sparingly.
Yeah,
whereas the one that Silvana has, it has that like dark gray.
Yeah, I really like it. I like this, and I like that she made the belt a bigger belt to go across the stomach area. And I think my critique that you gave Sheeva is the same here. I want a little bit more body.
I want a little bit of body.
I think I needed her to cinch that waist in just a little bit more if that
belt was just a scotch tighter. That's really all I would have needed, and it would have given that shape that I want. But okay, to be fair, also the original doesn't have a whole lot of shape.
Exactly, because I would have wanted more body from them too.
Absolutely. So I'm not mad at this. It's one of the better things Silvana's worn this season.
It is really good, but I still want the cinch. I still want the cinch because I feel like I want you to drag it up more. I want you to take their look and drag it up. And that's would have that would have did it for me if you would have cinched it up, gave me that. I would have been like, yes, but this is still so good. I'm going to say this. Nobody's getting under a 90 for me this episode because everybody's really good. So yeah, I'm excited. This was good. I still really liked it.
Are you going to get a 90?
95.
Okay, I'm gonna match the 91 I gave Sheeva. Because the problems I had with it were the same.
I gave her 94, so yeah, I matched my 94.
Okay,
yeah, you're right.
You didn't need to, but
it makes sense, but it's right, sure.
I'm gonna give her a 92 because she had the wig reveal. I forgot about the wig reveal.
Oh, well then get back
because she changed from Paola to
Chiara. So yeah,
you know what?
95. Back to what I
92.
said. Period. She did a little extra work.
And last up, our beautiful icon, Melissa Bianchini, doing Loredana Berti from Sanremo 1986. And this is the original.
Period.
I love that she made it a full gown. That's my favorite part about this is I love that it's full gown. Melissa just looks so fucking good.
We're at episode 10, right?
Correct, yes.
And in 10 episodes, Melissa Bianchini never missed on the runway.
Not a single miss.
Not one single miss. I have to say, this is probably the most impressive package I've seen on Drag Race since I started.
It's one of the best.
One of the, like, never miss. It's been sometimes when my favorite queens maybe stumbled a little, but Melissa ain't even stumbled. She's been so solidly great this entire time, and this look is no different. She looks stunning in it. I like you. I love she made it into a full gown. It's beautiful. It's rock. It's hardcore, like even harder than the original. Like the original was rock. She made it hard rock, and it's so good. She looks great. Her makeup looks great. I love this wig. It's stunning. She's stunned. She's stunned.
Yeah. Where's the banner? I know we're giving it the same score. Not there.
She's stunned.
Like,
she did what needed to be done. She ate. She forwarded. She's Condola. She's mother. She's full.
Duh.
She's overflowing. She's everything.
I'm mad that this season didn't come at least a couple weeks earlier, so that way we could have nominated Melissa for Best Drag Winner of the Year, because we know it's going to happen.
Oh, she's winning.
And quite honestly, we might nominate her next year.
Oh, she might. Oh, she probably will be. Ain't no might to it. If she wins, she's getting nominated next year. I'm saying. I'm going to do it.
Fine by me. I'm not going to complain about that.
If she wins, I'm doing it. Because baby deserved if she wins. Deserved. Because she ate this down. But okay.
But we get our critique. We go back to Untucked. They're emotional. We get another mildly cryptic, very strange black backgrounded video from Paula because she couldn't be here. I'm like, girl, you don't have to do all that much. Like,
sure.
Whatever.
I guess judges come in. Everybody's excited.
Talking about illegal things, burning money. I was like, what is happening? And even I love, and I might need to pull this as a GIF, like a reaction GIF, but Lina's face, they zoom in on Lina's face and she just goes, like, it's so good. Just, they brought Sabrina and Joe brought so much positive energy into this moment where, like, I feel like usually by the end of the season, the guest judge is like a little ho-hum, for lack of a better term, but they brought such a beautiful positive energy, and it's like, it doesn't matter what happens here, it's what you do with what you've taken from this, and I thought that was a lovely, lovely message to
the queen. Yeah.
It
was beautiful. They did well. I appreciated this moment. I was like, okay, great. You know, because I agree, because watching some of the guest judges come in, I'm like, skip.
And I would say some of the guest judges this season have been a little that way. Like, not all of them. I think there's been a lot of them that have been really good. Tiziano, I think, was like the main one that I really enjoyed. Miss Kita on episode 1, I thought was really lovely for what it was. And then you had like that model that was there for the roast, like whatever. But we go back to the runway. We find out that our winner is just and only Lina Galore. Deserved.
Good. But I would have given it to Melissa as well.
I would have given them both a win. It felt kind of strange.
Felt weird, but okay.
Yeah. And it's interesting now because Lina with 3 wins technically has the most wins. But I think if you're going points per episode, I think it's very, very close between Melissa and Lina. Because Melissa only has 2 wins, but she's never placed below safe.
Right. And Lina's been in the bottom.
Yeah. So Melissa is called safe. She's high. She's in the finale, and we get a bottom two of our duo, Sheeva and Silvana. Silvana was in shambles.
Yeah.
Before the music even started.
She was like, oh. She was like, no, I don't want to do this with you. I don't want to do this against you. I don't want to do this.
And I got it.
And she was like, hey.
She was like, get your shit together.
Like, this is what we came here to do. Do it.
Exactly.
Stop it. And I was like, get it together, Sheeva.
Snap out of it. But they lip sync to Sabrina and Joe's song from Sanremo 91, Siamo Donne. Lovely song. Interesting approach to the lip sync.
Absolutely. I was like, if y'all don't let go of each other's hands and start lip syncing.
If Silvana doesn't let go of Sheeva's hand and let her lip sync, that's what it was.
I was like,
and I get it. I absolutely get it. I absolutely understand, and I get it. Cool.
It was cute.
But
it was cute, but I was like, girl, let her hand go. Let her go.
Let her go. Leave Sheeva alone. It felt very that.
Oh man.
But I don't, it wasn't, it was whatever, honestly. It's kind of whatever. I had been spoiled going into this episode, I'll be honest. So like I knew the end results.
Yeah, I did not. And I was
good.
I was watching it and I was like, okay, all right. Well, I don't know what they're gonna do, but it seemed like I was like, they seemed like they performed most of it together because Silvana wouldn't let her hand go. But it was cool. It was cool. And they went through and the results happened and they were like, okay, Sheeva, you are safe. Shantae, you stay. And I was like, oh no. But then they were like,
if you go off of the lip sync, I guess I would have said Sheeva.
Me too. Exactly. When they went up, we just went off the lip sync. I was like, sure, Sheeva won. Sure, great. But then it was like a lot of talking happening and the pans back and forth from each person. And I was like, oh no.
And then when Priscilla was like, well, we have to go through with the formality of it.
I was like,
walk away.
Right. I was like, oh yeah, okay. She's staying. I was
like, that was a cute way to go about it. And then she says, Silvana, Shantae, you also stay. No one goes home.
We have a top 4.
I'm pretty sure we've had a top 4 every season of Italia so far. So I don't know why they were like, this time we're breaking the rules. I'm like, you've broken the rules every season. Like, if I remember correctly, and I'm going to go look it up right now because I know season 1 was a top 4. Literally was a top 4, I think. Hold on. It was literally a top 4 last season and the season before.
Well, no rules were broken. We just stayed with the status quo. 4 people. Got it.
Just make it a top 4 from now on.
From now on, so everybody knows it's the top 4. Or surprise us next year and actually make it a top 3.
Surprise. That would be interesting.
Yes, that would be interesting.
Also, looking at the track records from the last couple of seasons, I forget that they do a mini challenge in the finale episode. Like, I completely forgot that that's just like a thing that they do it. So we'll get a mini challenge in the finale.
Okay. Well, all right.
Italia is known for their mini challenges. That's what they do. It's what they excel in.
You know what? And I think they have had the better mini challenges.
They do have some of the best ones.
They have some of the better ones. Most of them are. I'm not mad at them.
It's Italia and it's Philippines. And France is not bad with it. Like, those are like of everybody here, who would be the 3? Like, that would be the 3 for me. But we have a top 4. A very well deserved. Go ahead. I'm gonna. Yeah, I need to scroll.
Go ahead and do it because they do.
Where's
they
deserved?
Do. They do. Deserve.
Deserve.
100% deserved.
Absolutely.
I do have our top 4 track records.
Oh,
if
great.
You want to take a look at that.
We love that.
It's gonna cover our faces,
but that's okay. You hear us.
Also, a top 4 where everyone is over the age of 34. When the bulk of this cast was under the age of 30.
Work.
I love to see it.
This Melissa Bianchini. I'm sorry.
I know. I mean,
this
yeah.
Is stupid.
It's if she wins, it's gonna be up there as far as winner track records are concerned. I mean, at this point, it's gonna be very difficult for anyone to beat Kiona, and like deserved. I'm not gonna play it again, but like very deserved. But she's gonna go up there as like as having one of the best track records for sure. I was really surprised to again realize she only had 2 wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's just because she's been so incredibly dominant throughout the entire competition.
Yeah.
That it's really felt like that. I mean, Lina's kind of been all over the place, but she's got those 3 wins. But then she's got her 2 bottoms flanking those wins. So
right.
I mean, Silvana and Sheeva don't have bad track records either. Silvana specifically, I don't think has like an absolutely horrible track record.
Right.
Sheeva has, I believe, the weakest track record of everybody left in the competition. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest, and I think this is a lovely top 4. For me, I don't see a universe where the winner isn't Melissa or Lina.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
I'm pulling for Melissa. I have been all season. I'm pulling for Melissa, but I would be so genuinely happy if Lina won.
Absolutely.
And I will be devastated for the other one that doesn't win, and pray that they speak English and go on a global all-stars. Like that's
absolutely, absolutely.
But I mean, I think it would be incredible to have another trans winner this year. I think it would be incredible to have another Black winner this year. Like I think that would be having another
person of color,
a Black trans winner this year. Like I think that would be
absolutely. So absolutely
another trans woman of color. All the categories that Melissa falls under. And I also think it would be incredible to have. I think Lina would provide so much uniqueness to this year's winners pantheon as well. Like that's where I'm like, because Lina isn't like any other winner we have this year, and Melissa isn't really either.
Right.
I do hope that, or if they do a double crowning, you know what? Honestly, I think a double crowning would be my ideal scenario right now. And it's Italia, so anything goes, really. But I hope that whichever of them doesn't win, the other one is able to get a crown at some point
All-Stars
the Drag Race lexicon, whether it be Italia All-Stars, Global All-Stars versus the world, something like that. Like, I really hope they are both able to get their time to shine in that regard, because they are two of the biggest standouts of the year for me.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Before we go, this draft is heating up.
Oh, stupid.
And unfortunately, Lana is still in third place.
Yeah.
But with 93.5 points, a respectable number. David and I have flip-flopped.
Oh.
So David is now in second place with 112.5 points. And I'm currently in the lead with 115.
Oh, wow. Pulling away.
So it is really going to come down to Miss Congeniality, if there's a top 2 declared, and the winner. So another 2 close drafts to end the year. I'm like, I like that. I'm a fan of that. But with that being said, thank you for joining us for our review of the not penultimate, that's next week, but the final competitive episode of Drag Race Italia season 3. Like we said at the start, we will not be back next week because we don't do dedicated episodes for the reunions. But we will be back in 2 weeks to dive into everything. Finale, we will have our last crowned winner of 2023. Hopefully it's Melissa.
Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Or
if by
Lena.
some random chance it's not either of them, it's Silvana.
I mean, if it's not either of them, I want it to be Sheeva. That way I can go on the points myself. Thank you.
Okay, that's fair.
I need all the points I can get here.
Valid and fair and understandable. But yes, we'll be back to talk all things finale of Drag Race Italia. In the meantime, we are still here covering all things drag. Canada's Drag Race, Dragula. We've got season 16 of US Drag Race on the horizon. España All-Stars coming sooner than we think. So make sure to subscribe if you have not already. We greatly appreciate the support. We hope you will all stick around for all of our other Drag Race content coming this year. If you want to follow our socials as well, at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, feel free to do so. Hit the YouTube thanks if you want to help us in a monetary fashion, because all of that money goes directly back into this podcast to make this podcast better, and we greatly appreciate it. Make sure to follow the two of us as well if you like us, if you think we're cool people, because we are. And that's on period. Our links are down in the description below as well. And if you want to scroll a little bit further down, you can go get your merch, including but not limited to the cup mug, available down there as well. And with all that being said,
Cheers.
Woo.
Woohoo. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao. That's a Sanremo song.
Mm-hmm,
The one time it fits. The one time it fits.